Yeah, man. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you for having us.
What we say? We say, go get a wash, go get a wash, go get a wash in the blood of Jesus. Go get a wash, go get a wash, go get a wash before your life get crushed. Go get a wash, go get a wash, go get a wash in the blood of Jesus. Go get a wash, go get a wash, go get a wash. Bless up, CVM, bless up.
From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at Noon for Monday, April 7, 2025. I'm Courtney Lewis. Thank you so much for joining us. 3 alleged gunmen are dead following a reported shootout with police early this morning in Grange Hill, Westmoreland. Reports are that around 4:45 a.m., officers were carrying out a pre-dawn operation in the Top Lincoln district, targeting wanted men when they came under heavy gunfire. The police returned fire, fatally shooting 3 men. Their identities have not yet been released. 2 illegal firearms and several rounds of ammunition were reportedly seized at the scene. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, along with detectives from the Morecambe's Bridge Police, are probing the incident. We'll have more on this developing story in our 7 o'clock newscast. Now, it was a confident People's National Party that rallied supporters in South Manchester Sunday in support of Senator Peter Bunting, caretaker candidate. Speakers blasted the work of incumbent Member of Parliament Robert Chin as they endorsed the former Central Manchester MP. Mayor of Mandeville Donovan Mitchell says under the current MP, the constituency has been at its worst.
When I go resource, when I go cocoa walk, when I come across keys, my stomach roll because I cannot believe that this is South Manchester. It run down to the very ground.
Meanwhile, opposition spokesman on national security and former security minister Senator Peter Bunting told the people of South Manchester that the Prime Minister's recent comment about not playing chess reeks of arrogance, adding crime is falling, not due to the JLP's state of emergency approach. Senator Bunting insists the successes of the security forces being lauded over the last 3 months are what the People's National Party hinge on the PNP's crime suggestions over the years. The Hanover Police, through their Community Safety and Security branch, recently hosted their annual Students' Awards ceremony. Several students at both the primary and secondary levels were recognized for their participation in the Safe Schools program, as well as for their role in mentorship. Deputy Superintendent in charge of the division offered words of encouragement to both students and parents, highlighting the importance of community-based policing.
We are here today because there's a reason for us. Our children are at risk. And so when we find it in our heart to have our school resource officers go into the school and identify not the troublemakers, but also identify students who have triumphed. They are doing well. And so in this division, crime last year was terrible. This year, we are looking forward to bringing down crime. We are looking for a secure future for all of you. And so, it cannot be just the adults, but also the children. But it is based on what the children are taught that can bring them forward. And so, parents, please encourage your children to do the right things.
Senator Bunting insists the successes of the security forces being lauded over the last 3 months are what the People's National Party hinge on the PNP's crime suggestions over the years. We have that story for you now.
Towards 3 months showing substantial reduction because the police are pursuing a strategy that the commissioner refers to as focused deterrence. This is not net fishing. This is spear fishing, targeting those who produce the most violence. This is what the PNP has been saying for the last 7 or 8 years. And Andrew Holness preferred to stand up at a podium and declare state of emergency after state of emergency, with his flanked by his generals like a wannabe tyrant. Like a wannabe tyrant. What was the result for the last 8 years? Murders increased 25% in this country. 2,300 more Jamaicans were murdered because of this foolish pursuit of Andrew Holness.
The National Association of Deans of Discipline, the NADD, has stepped in to help tackle the challenge of cyberbullying among the nation's youth. The association led a week of activities under the theme Cultivating a Culture of Peace, empowering all stakeholders and communities for a harmonious and excellent education. President of the Deans Association, Dr. Renee Level, says shifting youth's mindset will be the only way to change their use of technology.
As the National Association of Deans of Discipline, what we want students to understand that cyberbullying can affect them in a negative way. So we are using technology to let them understand that the technology is here to stay and they must use it in a positive way. We have observed that a lot of students have been bullied on the internet. Hence, we came up with the anti-bullying garden. And we do a lot of life skills session on cyberbullying.
In light of President Trump's recent announcement of blanket 10% tariffs, countries around the world have been adjusting their strategies. Speaking on CVM's lead story, Senator Auburn Hill, the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, emphasized that businesses must now, more than ever, prioritize productivity in order to navigate the changing global economic landscape.
I'd say there are two sides to this. Or production people, whether they produce tangible goods or services, must now become even more efficient. And the productivity of their firms and their people must be raised. So you have to now say, what do we do for them? We have a production input relief where if you're manufacturing in certain areas, and we're going to broaden those areas, is you get you don't pay customs duty on your machinery. You don't pay customs duty on the material you bring in. So that gives a good incentive and a good relief of expenses. So we're going to, businesses will now have to become a lot more programmed and purposeful about how they look at productivity. We've been talking about productivity now for quite some time since we've been in the administration, but now it really comes home.
Children involved in criminal offenses, particularly sexual offenses, are often influenced by social and environmental factors. That's according to managing attorney at Wright Legal Attorneys at Law, Anwar Wright, who says that instead of institutionalizing these children, greater emphasis should be placed on guidance and counseling to steer them in the right direction.
The saying goes back, it takes a village, right? We want the community to be involved. We want the agencies that are put in place to help to foster children being on the right path. We don't want them institutionalized. We don't want them detained and to become worse criminals, because you know that you can commit a minor offense and go into detention and come out with, as they say, a degree criminal.
We take a break, but stay with us. Our discussion segment is up next.
Of wise investment, so I keep earning no matter the season. I have a diversified portfolio with Sagicor Investment Sigma Global Funds. Call me savvy.
Let us help you find your ideal mix of investments today with Sigma Global Funds.
Need to pass your CSET CAPE exams to get that dream job or to qualify for university? Then Distinction College is the school for you. We have locations in Kingston, Spanish Town, St. Elizabeth and Ocho Rios. Start day, evening and Saturday classes this coming term and sit CSET CAPE exams for January's resit or May, June. Maths, law, science, English. We have the lowest school fees. Register before the end of the month and win an entire term free. Call us at 354-8560.
People, we now waste no time.
I am super excited to be on for another season to show you the Holy Road.
Listen, new adventures. Slim, get fluffy. Let's go. We're not going out, you know. Things are only getting hotter and hotter this season.
Click, pow. That must tell you something.
There's a great story happening just in our backyard. We are on the Holy Road again.
10, 9, 8, 7.
CVM TV in association with Express Fitness and Exodus Carnival presents Fit for Fet, the ultimate workout series to get your body ready for the road. Tune in 5 a.m. every morning, Mondays to Fridays, starting April 7th to get involved in high-impact workouts by some of the best in the game. Bring your mats, bring your water, and let's get fit for the fit with Express Fitness and Exodus Carnival, powered by CVM TV.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 to 5 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Welcome back. It's time now for a discussion segment. Menopause is a natural and significant stage in a woman's life, marking the end of her reproductive years. The experience can vary widely among individuals. As the body undergoes hormonal changes, women often encounter physical, emotional, and psychological shifts. For today's discussion, we are joined by Dr. Charmaine Thomas, founder of the Menopause Rebirth Movement, as we explore the various facets of menopause. Welcome so much, Dr. Thomas.
Thank you so much for having me.
Coming.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Dr. Thomas, you recently hosted a menopause rebirth workshop. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh my God, it was so exciting. We had a person, well, myself, of course, and I spoke about the anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry of menopause. Because a lot of women don't really understand, okay, where did this thing come from? Why am I going through it? And I am one person that actually went through it and is at the phase now where I am almost past it, but it's still there. So I had to bring a light on it, shine a big light on it, and let women understand it's not the end of your journey, it's just the beginning. So we had women such as, we had a physiotherapist, and she spoke about the pelvic floor exercises, what you should be doing, the health of your pelvic floor. That segment was so much fun, by the way, because we had women who actually took part in how to move the pelvis so that it doesn't seize up on you. We also had a dermatologist, and she spoke about hair loss. Hair loss is a big thing in menopause, right? And her bringing light to the different phases of the hair, and when you end up losing hair during the menopausal phase, and what you can do to actually help it, to get healthy again, was a major topic which a lot of people did not know about. Right? We also had a person from the US. She's a nurse practitioner, and she specializes in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, right? Which is a thing, because when you get your hormones replaced, it really helps you to get back to yourself.
Right. So we're going to stay on that point. We're going to get back to ourselves. Okay. We're taking a quick break. Stay with us. Don't go away.
The time is brought to you by Ford Territory.
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Fort.
All right, we're still on topic, and we're discussing menopause. Now, to what extent is menopause misunderstood, or is it even misunderstood?
Menopause is definitely misunderstood, but I just want to mention one more person that was there, because I don't want, everybody need to understand that nutrition is very important during menopause. Right. And unfortunately, we tend to gain a little weight during that phase because we have lost our essential hormones as women. So we actually had a nutritionist there as well. Now, is menopause misunderstood? The answer is yes, because we tend to believe it's literally the end of our journey, and it's not. It's a new beginning. It's something that we need to embrace, something that we need to just love it, love ourselves, and keep on moving. And we can keep on moving in different lights. So yes, it's misunderstood.
You talk about many women believing that it's the end of their journey. What are some of the other common misconceptions about menopause?
That, and I like to talk about it, that your sexual health is just no longer, right? And that, and that can mess up different marriages and stuff. And we shouldn't allow that to mess your marriage up. And if we think about it, back in the day, when couples, together all this time, and then 20 years down the line, the woman is going through her stuff and the man don't understand, and it messes up the relationship. So that's one big misunderstanding about menopause. Yes.
What else do you think we just don't quite get?
We don't get that. I talked about our journey, that is just the beginning of our journey. Sexual health, we don't get that it's a new beginning, right? We need to just simply embrace it and move on, move throughout our lives in our menopausal phase. It doesn't have to occur at 50, 60, as some women think. It can occur literally at any time. Right. It can occur in our 30s, our 40s. I usually tell persons at 35, you will start realizing that you feel a little different. You possibly start getting tiredness. That is one thing in which we tend to kind of ignore, oh, I'm just tired, But it could be that we're beginning to lose our essential hormones as females.
So are there any other symptoms that we need to look out for, and how long do they last?
Absolutely. There are many symptoms. We literally, all right, so estrogen receptor is on literally every part of our body, every organ in our body. So we have to be able to understand that and look out for different things such as I said, tiredness, hair loss, decreased libido, night sweats.
Wow.
Yes, brain fog, that is a big thing. Hot flashes is a big thing. And can I just say, that was one of my major things that I went through at first when I realized I was actually going through menopause. As a physician, you're sitting there seeing patients and you burst out in sweat. And I have to figure out, okay, what's happening? What is happening with me? I used to get up and go to the bathroom, excuse myself, of course, very professionally, and come back after I feel a little better. And then what I started doing is telling everybody in the hospital, guys, I'm sorry, I'm going through menopause. So you just simply have to understand, I took the time to do some research.
Right.
I took the time to get myself educated so that I may be able to empower other women on understanding what this journey is about.
So how do I know that my symptoms are menopause related and not some other health concern? And how long am I expected to go through all